Hello traders. This video is for complete beginner traders who are getting started with Thinkorswim platform. Before you get started, first you need to have a Charles Schwab account. Once the account has been approved, come back to this page, but you will navigate into the Charles Schwab page. This would be the page. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And you will navigate into their navigation bar. On the top you will see accounts and products. Under accounts and products you will see Thinkorswim platform, and it will ask you to log in to download. After your login is complete, it will take you to this page, Thinkorswim Desktop. Click here to download Thinkorswim. Once your download is complete, this would be the app of Thinkorswim. You have the welcome login information. You can save your login information by selecting this remember login ID. If you forgot your login ID, you can select the login ID right over here. There are two types of accounts you can trade on Thinkorswim. The first one is live trading. Live trading is the real money. And the second one would be your paper trading. Paper trading is used for practice. Once you're comfortable with trading on paper account, then you can go on your live account to trade. Before we jump on, I would like to show you some housekeeping items on the app. First one, how to set up a dark mode and a light mode. When you click on that cogwheel, it takes you to this page. Under color scheme, you can select either you would like to have a dark or a light. And how would you set up a RAM or the memory usage? For the memory usage, if your system is a 8 gig RAM, you will use a minimum of 1536. If you have a 16 gig RAM, you will use a minimum of 3072. And if you have a 32 gig RAM, you'll use 61, and so on and so on. And I'm using a 34-bit. If you have a 64-bit, you can use a 64-bit or 128. It completely based on your operating system. Once that is complete, you can save, but I already have mine set up, so I'm going to cancel this, and then I'm going to select paper trading. And I'm going to log in into the account. Once your login is complete, you will see this screen, which is called as your home screen. This might be a little bit of intimidating, but I will do my best to break it down into each part. The first one on the left side, you will see NYC open. That means we have in 18 hours, 24 minutes and 41 seconds, the New York Stock Exchange will be open. On the right side, you have seen the working orders, the filled orders, or if you have any canceled orders. On the left, at the bottom, in the mid part, you will see Charles Schwab network. This is Charles Schwab own network. They provide news, they provide topics, they provide discussions. It's a lot of useful material available for you.
Trade. So
if you'd like
generally
to
that means determining
learn about it, you can use
if it's what we call a swing trade or a trend trade. In a swing trade,
on the right, you will see your daily profit and loss for the day or for the week, and it shows on. And the bottom, you will see the watch list. You can create your own watch list. On the right, you can add widgets over here. So say for instance, I would like to see the performance of my portfolio and a graphical representation. So click on this. See categories. You can do my account portfolio. See this arrow. Click on this arrow and you can select performance. You can select portfolio performance. Select this and you will see your graphical representation. It compares with the SPX. Our current liquidity is at 0. On the far right side, you have the events. Events are the economic events which are going to happen in the next upcoming week. For example, we have a 6-month bill auction on July the 21st at 11:30 p.m. in 20 hours, and so on and so on. On the left, see this small tiny arrow? When you click on it, it opens up more information. On the top, it says PM, simulated trading. We are on a simulated trading account which is connected with real-time data, and it tells you the current date and the account. There are two types of account. One is a margin account, one is an IRA account. We are going to use the margin account. I'm going to select margin. On the left, you will see the account information. Okay, what is this? We have an option buying power of 100,000. We have a forex buying power of 10,000, and we have net liquidity and day trades. Net liquidity is the liquidity of your current account if all positions were closed at the current market price. That is what net liquidity is. And what is day trade? It actually shows you if your account is less than $25,000. It shows you whether you have 3 trades left, 2 trades left, or 0 trades left. It will be a number representation. What is cash and sweep vehicle? Cash and sweep vehicle means it's the amount of cash which you have left which is uninvested. That's what cash vehicle means. At the bottom, you have the live news, keeps getting populated. Right now, the market is closed. That's why you do not see. Same at the bottom, you have the Trader TV, which we saw before. I'm going to play this.
This topic often here on your...
And I'm just going to pause it right now. And we can create watch list. And we can also see charts. We're going to discuss these more in the future videos, but I'm just going to go through the overview of this app. I'm going to minimize this, go back. All right, there are 9 tabs. Out of these 9 tabs, are the most important tabs are the 6 tabs which we are going to use, which is the monitor, trade, analyze, scan, market watch, and the charts. All right, I'm going to select the charts. Right now, it's completely blank. For some of you who are getting started, you might see a different setup. For instance, let's say if I go to setup, you might see this screen, workspace setup. You can follow this screen and do the setup, but I'm going to skip this one part. I want to do it myself. I want to set it up the way I would like to. I'm going to cancel this. On the left, you will see chart and you have enter a symbol. All right, before we get started, every company has a symbol or a ticker which is used to search for the company information. Ticker is nothing but a symbol represented by the company. For example, let's say Microsoft. I'm going to type in the whole thing, Microsoft, and it brings up Microsoft, which is a 4-letter symbol or a ticker. So I'm going to select that, and this would be the chart of Microsoft for 1 year. It actually shows you the symbol of the company, but I'll also show you how to remove this, or if you do not see this, I'll show you how to add this symbol as well. Now, on the far right side, if we look at it, this is the one which we'll be using more often right now to do our setup. We are currently looking at a daily chart. We are also looking at these red bars. Red bars are the vertical red bars are the Friday expiration. If Friday is a holiday, you'll see it as a Thursday expiration. These are called as bars, candles, and handles as well. For instance, some traders say there are 48 30-minute handles in a day. Some traders say the next bar is your setup bar to either go long or short. Some traders say a candle with a long wick or a short wick. So this is different representation of the same thing. What we're going to do, we're going to make some changes to this layout of the chart. Right over here, see this cogwheel. So select the cogwheel. This is your chart layout. First, we're going to look at the display in the content section. We're not going to touch anything over here, but over here, if you do not see show high low bubbles selected, I would like to select that so that I can see Microsoft has a high of 514.64 on the top right, and the low is 344.79 at the bottom. At the bottom, you will see this $2.95. That means this is the ER date of the Microsoft. And you will see the green with the dollar sign is the dividend date, and the dividend amount was given out. So these are your earnings and dividend and so on. And at the bottom, you can see the volume bars are set at the bottom. This is your x-axis, this is your y-axis. Y-axis, you are seeing the price. We're not going to look at these tabs, but I'm just going to keep it as simple as possible this video. Now, how would you like to see price in a lower time frame? So on the daily chart, you go select, and we're going to look at, say, 30 minutes. This is your 30-minute chart of Microsoft. If you want to see 15 minutes, you can see the 15-minute chart of the Microsoft. And if you wanted to see, for example, the hourly, this is hourly, and so on. I'm going to switch back to daily. I'm going to go back to our settings again. I'm going to look at the price axis. Now, if you look on the right side, our price bar, the red candle with 514.64, is very close. I would like to have some sort of margin to the right. For us to achieve that, all you have to do is go to time axis, see the expansion area, the bars to the right. Let's say I'm going to do 30. Oh, let's do 20. And I'm going to apply. As you can see, we can see the bars have been moved to the left. Now, sometimes you will see this bar very close to the top. For us to change that, to add margin on the top at the bottom as well, we can use the standard. Let's say 20 on the top, 20 at the bottom. Bottom is right at the bottom over here. Say for example, if I'll show you one of those, and if I apply, it adds the margin. So if I go to, let's say, SolarEdge, like for example, this adds a more spacing below. We can add spaces for you so that it's not cluttered or close to this bar. So I'm going to go back to, let's say, Meta. On the daily chart, we have margin. So I would like to go back and make this to standard setting. Go to chart. Okay, price axis, change this to 10, change this to 10, apply. All right, that looks okay. And I'm gonna leave this fit high and low on the axis. Now, please be advised that if you change the aggregation period from day to 2 days or 3 days, and if you're changing the time interval for 2 years and 3 years, what this does is it provides the information for the last 3 years. Let's show this. So let's say if I did 3 years of the daily chart, I'm going to apply. And I can see for the last 3 years, all the way Meta was trading at $88. Why I do not like to use this is it takes a lot of memory for it to populate these candles, handles, or bars. So I would like to keep this aggregation period, and the timeline to just 1 year. If you would like to expand these candles and look even further, so all you have to do is bring your mouse, highlight, and drag it all the way to the right, and highlight all the way to the right. You could do the opposite way as well, but if you wanted to minimize, see at the bottom right over here, minimize, you can minimize this all the way to where we started. Going to go back to chart settings. We looked at the time axis. We would like to see the corporate actions. So I want to see the next earnings date or the next calendar. So I'm going to do corporate actions. I would like to see options. I would like to see the studies if there are. So I'm going to apply, select. I can see this. I'm going to go back to favorite timeframes. Say for example, I would like to see a 3-minute time frame. How do you do it? There are two ways to set this one up. One, you can set it up from this front. The other would be go up here, go to time frames. Currently it's set to daily. I'm going to change this to intraday. As I said, if you put daily and if you want to do 3 minutes, it takes a lot of memory. So we're going to do just the intraday, and I'm going to change this to 3, as in 3 minutes. Click OK. Now you can see it automatically changed to a 3-minute time frame bars. The bottom over here, we set up a 3-minute bar right over here. So I'm going to switch back to daily. Going to go back to our chart settings. Now we are going to look at the appearance. Now in the appearance, there are few different types of candles where you could see. For example, this is a standard layout of candles. Say for example, if you want to look at a different format, say for example Heikinashi, so you go to Heikinashi. This is your Heikinashi candle format, and you can do fill the green, or you can do fill the red, or remove the red, and you can show wicks or no wicks. So if I remove the wicks, it would look like this, and if I add the wicks, it comes back to it. Now I'm going to switch back to the candle format. I'm going to leave the way it is. Now cursor, you can see let me show you what it is. Currently, if I move my cursor, I do not see, if I highlight, I do not see where this price is, right? I cannot see what price I'm looking at. So I'm going to settings, appearance, change this to a horizontal. I'm going to apply and OK. Now when I bring the cursor up, okay, at this point right here, the high was 727. All the way to the right, I can see 727 at 99. That looks great. But what about what day that 727.99 took place? So we're going to go back to the cogwheel, appearance, and see it says cross. I'm going to select that. I'm going to apply and OK. And if we go back, 720.97, 720.95 on February the 12th. This is how you can do the x-axis and the y-axis on the cursor. All right, I'm going to go back to chart settings. Go to appearance. Some people like a white background. To get the white background, see where it says other, select the other and change it to white. I don't like the white background, it's not good for my eyes, so I'm going to cancel the layout. Appearance. And this is the volume bar or a volume subgraph. There are two different ways to change this volume bars. I will show you. The first one is color as symbol ticks. I'm going to select that. That means on a, let's say, bullish day, I'm going to apply this first. Apply. Okay. I'm going to enlarge this. It was a bullish day, so we ended up green. It was a bearish day, we ended up red. So the bull sway taken control on 718 and the bears were in control on 717. The another option is, say for example, if you just left it the way it is, just going to apply, go to chart setting, appearance, options. I'm going to remove this show volume subgraph. On the equities, I'm going to remove these show volume subgraph. Futures, remove. Going to apply. I removed it. Now I'm going to go to the beaker where I'm going to add a studies, which is called as volume. I'm going to select volume, add it. You can double click or you can select add selected, apply, and OK. And it gives you the entire. On the right, it tells you how many million shares are being traded, plus it's a bears or bullish for the day. I'm gonna go back to our settings. We are at the appearance. This is for people who like to trade what you call futures. See the grid line over here? I'm just going to remove the grid line, apply. The lines have been removed. I'm going to put it back. I'm going to apply. And this is actually a representation of price. Hey, okay, at 700, looking at it, I see support over here. Instead of me drawing a line, I can clearly see it on the price over here. Okay, 700 is the support because I see these lines over here. I'm go back to the settings. We finished with the appearance. I'm gonna equities. I would like to see the extended hours. What do you mean extended hours? That means people are trading after the closing bell after 4 o'clock, and people are trading before the opening bell as well. I would like to see that trade. That trade is, you can see those trades by changing it to, let's say, a 15-minute equities. I'm going to select this, highlight, select this, highlight, highlight, and I'm going to apply. When you apply, see automatically my background got changed and added this gray color. That means this gray is actually period where it was trading after 4 p.m. all the way to 9:25. So you can see where the trade is. It went flat. Traders over here were bullish all the way up, then price came back after the market has been opened. This is how you can see the after hours and before pre-market trading out. I'm going to go back, change the setting to daily. Now, if you would like to look at, say, S&P 500, so which is SPY, you enter, select, this is SPY. Spider, SPDRS, you can see the symbol over here. If you want to see Russell 2000 index or S&P 500 index, which is SPX, SPY 500 index, this is your index. Russell 2000. So if you would like to get rid of these red vertical lines, go to chart, go to time axis, show expiration Friday, uncheck this, apply. Okay, we got rid of this. When you remove this, it also removes the volume bars on the indices, but it keeps the equities still on. So if I select, Do you see the difference? If I leave this the SPX, see the difference? Let's say you are a future traders and you trade either ES, MES. How would you search it over here? So on the left, remove the existing bar, see this drop down, select this drop down and see the futures. Future symbol are represented by a / and then the symbol. The symbol gets changed every time, so just be careful the expiration date of the symbol. And on the right you will see the margin required. So we're going to look for, let's say, ES futures. So ES is the E-mini S&P 500 index, which has a tick value of 25. So I'm going to select that, and you would need a $22,000 margin in your account to trade. I'm going to select this. ES future has its own expiration date, so these are the expiration dates for the ES futures account. Okay, now since you are a ES futures trader, you would like to see a tick chart instead of a time chart. So in order to it, go where it says day, change this, select the time frame, see where you have tick, select the tick. Currently the aggregation period is set to 133. You can change it to say 333 or 400 ticks. Let's say 400 ticks. Select OK. Takes a second for it to populate. And see at the bottom over here it says 324. These are the remaining ticks on that chart. Now, how would you set up a custom tick chart? So same thing, go back over here, customize the list, add a time frame. We're going to select the tick. Let's say we want a 2000 tick chart. Click add. We just added a 2000 tick chart. Go apply. OK. Come here. We just set up a 2000 tick chart. And if you were to zoom out, we can zoom out. And these are the number of ticks still remaining on that tick. Let's say if you would like to draw support and resistance. See where you have drawing tools, and we have a vertical bar, which is a trend line bar. We can select that. See the cursor has been changed from a pointer to like a pencil. We're going to start from the left by selecting, and I'm going to bring all the way to the right over here. So I'm going to select that. We just created a resistance level for Meta. Okay, where is the support? I'm going to select this, click over here, click over here. Now we just created the support for it. But the problem is this does not show what the price is. You have to look over here where the price is at 475. So I'm going to change this. You can click the wheel on your mouse and it brings up this layout. I'm going to select back, highlight, delete, highlight this, delete. I'm going to click the wheel, or you can come to the drawing tools, and I'm going to select the price level this time. See the cursor change to a pencil again. I'm going to select, double click, automatically change to red, double click, change to red. Now I would like to have different colors for support and resistance. I'm going to select the highlighted bar, change the color to say like a cayenne. Okay, and the bottom I'm going to change this to say a light yellow. Okay, select. We were able to change the support and resistance level colors as well. Now, if you do not see the price on the support and resistance level, all you have to do is select the bar which you created, double click on that, see where you have show price on the left, show price on the right. We're going to do show price on the right, and we're going to save this as your default settings. Save, click OK. Now immediately you saw the price, we got it. Now say for instance, if I draw this right over here as support, and you saw, because we did the last bar as your default, it immediately changed from blue to yellow, and it gave you the price axis over here. This is the basic video of how to get you started. In the next upcoming videos, I'm going to show you how to make a trade, buy options, buy a stock, sell options, sell stock, and customize the layout. Until then, thank you for watching.